Couple of days ago, I made a video about the visa category most people are beginning to leverage on, and this visa is known as the Innovator Founder Visa. And if you're currently in the UK as a student, or you're on post-study work visa, or you're even a dependent, and you are uncertain on what other visa category do you need to leverage on to help with your remain in the United Kingdom, then you definitely want to watch this video till the end. As I will share with you all you need to know about the Innovator Founder Visa. Now, one of the interesting things about this visa is that you don't need to have a huge sum of amounts of money in your account to start a business in the UK. And as a matter of fact, you can actually apply for your indefinite leave to remain after 3 years on the Innovator Founder Visa, compared to the other visa categories like the Skilled Worker Visa, health and care visa that requires you to stay on them for 5 years before you're eligible for your indefinite leave to remain. So with the visa final visa, 3 years after, you can get your ILR. So I'm going to be talking about how the eligibility criteria, how to get in contact with endorsing bodies, among many other things, the documentation you need to provide to get the innovator final visa. So if this is like something you'd like to know more about, or you think there's someone that should be aware of this information, then please do share this video with them. And if you're coming across my channel for the first time, do well to hit on the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And my returning subscribers, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. One of the things you can actually do to leverage on this innovator founder visa is to have a business, and the kind of business you can do to get this visa is actually limitless. Now, one of the people I know who got this visa, what he does basically is that he writes books and he sells books to college students. That's all he does. And he was able to get his visa. And, after 3 years, he applied for the indefinite leave to remain and he got it. So, yeah, it's really important for, people to, focus on some of these other visa categories and understand the concept behind, the application for this visa. So now let's go on gov.uk and see the information we've got here there. Now, the eligibility criteria for you to get the innovator visa, as mentioned in and on gov.uk, is that you must be able to show that your business idea is new. You cannot join a business that is already trading. So it means that if you're getting this visa, you must create your own business. So you can't get an innovator visa by working with another organization. If you're going to work in another organization, then you might want to get the skilled worker visa. So you must have a new business that is just starting. Then also the kind of business you have must be innovative. That means you must have an original business idea which is different from anything else in the market. So what you're trying to sell must be something new, not something that is already saturated in the market. And also your business must be viable with potential for growth. So it means that the business you're creating must have a growth potential and also scalable. That means you must give evidence of planning that include creating jobs and going into national and international markets. So that's one thing. Those are the things you need to. Those are the kind of should I say characteristics the business you're trying to sell to the endorsement or endorsing body should actually possess. So it means that you must have plan, scalability plan for your business. It must be viable, it must be new and also innovative. So if you've got a business idea that meets all of this criteria, then it's high time you start looking at applying for the innovator founder visa. Now, one thing about this visa is that you're going to need an endorsing body to assess that your business idea meets this criteria. Now, so if you're applying for innovator founder visa, it costs £1,000 per person to apply for your endorsements for an innovator founder visa. Now you pay directly to the endorsing body, and if your application for an innovator founder visa is successful, you must meet with the endorsing body for a mandatory contact point meeting at least twice during the length of your permission to be in the UK. Your contact point meetings cost £500 per meeting, paid directly to the endorsing body. Now, there's this conversation about the endorsing body. Now, what are the endorsing body exactly? What are the people you need to actually contact to get, them to like confirm that the business you've got meets all of the criteria for the innovator founder visa? And there's so many endorsing body in the UK, and this is quite, a bit similar to the global talent visa for those who are aware. And I think I've made a video on global talent visa so many months ago. You might want to check out the video on this channel. Now, there are actually business endorsing. So there's so many endorsing bodies, but I'm going to focus more on the business endorsing bodies because you're looking at starting a business to leverage on the innovator founder visa. Now, the organization listed in the session can issue endorsements for innovator founder visa and the scale up licenses. They've got the Innovator International, um, Investors Limited, UK Endorsing Services, the Global Entrepreneurs Program. Now, all of these guys are the business endorsing bodies. Now, I might put the link in the description below, or you go on gov.tk to read more about these endorsing bodies and get to read their requirements for you to get endorsed by them for the Innovator Founder Visa. Now, another question I get asked is how long can you stay on this visa category? Now you can stay 3 years if you either come into the UK on the Innovator Founder visa or switch to this visa from another visa while in the United Kingdom. Now you will need to meet with your endorsing bodies after 12 months and 24 months to show you are making progress with your business. Your visa must be your visa may be cut short if your endorsement is withdrawn by the endorsing body. If you want to stay longer, you must reapply with a new endorsement before your current visa expires. So these are some of the requirements for you to get this particular visa, or if you've gotten this innovator founder visa. And the good thing is that after getting the visa for 3 years, you can actually apply for your ILR here in the United Kingdom. So if you're looking at applying for the innovator founder visa, you can apply in the UK and you can also apply outside the UK. And also the good thing is that your partner and children can apply to join you or stay in the UK as your dependent if you're eligible. So unlike the health and care visa, for healthcare workers that has now been restricted, with the innovator founder visa, there's no restriction on your dependents applying with you. Now the fees or the cost implication of applying for the innovator founder visa include that you're going to be required to pay £1,191 per person if you're applying outside the UK, and it costs £1,486 per person if you apply to extend or switch your visa in the United Kingdom. Now, just like every other temporary visas in the UK, there are restrictions on the innovator founder visa also. Now, there are so many things you can do on this visa. You can set up a business, work for your business. You can do work outside your job, as as long as it's skilled work. For example, you can actually take up a job on the skilled worker eligible occupation list. You can check that list on gov.uk. And also you can bring your dependents, you can travel abroad and return back into the UK. And most importantly, and this is one of the things I think makes this visa exceptional and very interesting, you can actually apply to settle permanently in the UK, also known as indefinite leave to remain, if you live in the UK for 3 years and meet other eligibility criteria. So yeah, in 3 years you can get your ILR if you leverage on this visa category. And also you cannot work as a professional sport person, and you cannot also leverage on public funds here in the UK if you are on this visa. Now, if you want to start your business or a new business in the UK, you will need to prove to your endorsing body that you have enough funds and where it's from. So, in as much as it's public knowledge that getting starting a business, whether in the UK or anywhere in the world, you must have enough funds to actually fund that business. So, and you do not need any investment fund if either your business is already established or has been endorsed for an earlier visa, or you have changed your business and already agreed it with your endorsing body. So now, aside from that, one thing about the business is that you don't need to. For me personally, I think most of the people I know, the kind of business they do is more like a service-based business, and service-based business requires little, funding compared to a product-based business. So yeah, you can provide business. You can create a business that is into providing services, probably creating an app or creating a website that people can do one or two things. Basically, just try to be more innovative, to be honest. And you have a trajectory of growth, revenue coming in, and you've been able to employ people basically. And yeah, it's something that you can leverage on. So if you want us to have a chat around that, you can state in the comment section what kind of business you think you have in mind, and other people that have got like good knowledge of this can also contribute in the comment section. So now, what are the things you need to provide in terms of supporting yourself? So you need to have at least £1,270 in your bank account for 28 days. That's the what's it called? That's the financial requirements you need to have in terms of funds in your bank account, and you also need to have this for the period of 28 consecutive days. And you cannot use money following to support yourself. Money from investment or money earned while working in the UK legally cannot be added to the amount you have in your bank account to support yourself. Now, also the documents you need to provide for you to apply for the innovator founder visa. Now, when applying, you need to provide an endorsement letter to show that an endorsing body has assessed your business or business idea. You also need to provide the following: a valid passport or document that shows your identity and nationality. You must also provide a bank statement showing that you have at least £1,270 in your savings account for 28 consecutive days before you apply. You must also prove that you meet the English language requirement. And if you're applying from outside the UK, you must also provide your tuberculosis test results. So those are some of the things you need to know about this innovator founder visa. And I think the first step is you getting that business idea, knowing the kind of business you're looking at creating and providing jobs for people here in the United Kingdom. And once you've gotten that idea, you've got a good business proposal rating, you've got all of those things ready, then it's time to contact an endorsing body for them to give you to endorse your business and give you an endorsement letter, which you can then use to apply for the innovator founder visa. I hope you find this video useful. If you do, please click on the like button. If you have any question, please state in the comment section. I'm going to be responding to every comment in this video. And if you're coming across my channel for the first time, do well to hit on the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And to my returning subscribers, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So this will be the end of this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you.